Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mystery Explorers. Today, we embark on a journey through the enthralling saga of the Anunnaki, a highly advanced extraterrestrial race residing on the enigmatic planet Nibiru. The Anunnaki inhabit the planet Nibiru, orbiting our celestial system. They represent an ancient race of highly advanced and powerful beings, often considered akin to gods in the eyes of humans. However, even the mighty Anunnaki face challenges, notably the severe environmental conditions on their home planet. Nibiru grapples with a significant issue, an expanding crack in its ozone layer. This environmental threat intensifies every decade, resulting in escalating global warming, devastating crops, and endangering animal life. The ingenious Anunnaki, in their quest to mitigate this crisis, made a crucial discovery. By dispersing gold dust particles into the atmosphere, they could slow down and, to some extent, reverse the expansion of the ozone layer crack. Despite their inventive solution, Nibiru remains a mineral-poor planet, and gold is an exceptionally scarce resource. The scarcity of vital resources, particularly food, triggers a rebellion among the population. Various groups challenge the central government of Nibiru, threatening to plunge every city into chaos. Leading this rebellion is Alulu, a member of Nibiru's noble lineage with a strained relationship with his parents. Attempting a coup d'état, Alulu takes drastic measures by attacking and assassinating the reigning king of Nibiru, asserting his claim to the throne. However, the situation takes an unexpected turn with the revelation of an heir, Prince Anu, who has the rightful lineage to the throne. The ensuing power struggle between Anu and Alulu unfolds in a public duel. Despite being part of Nibiru's noble lineage, Alulu fails to secure the throne. Following the confrontation, Alulu manages a daring escape from Nibiru, and King Anu, recognizing exile as sufficient punishment, redirects his efforts to saving their imperiled planet. In the aftermath of the public duel between Prince Anu and Alulu to determine the new ruler of Nibiru, Anu emerged victorious after an intense, unarmed struggle. Despite his triumph, Alulu faced judgment for his actions. However, before a sentence could be delivered, Alulu cunningly seized a spacecraft and escaped from Nibiru. Recognizing the severity of Alulu's actions, King Anu deemed exile as sufficient punishment. Choosing not to pursue further consequences, Anu redirected his focus towards the urgent task of saving their imperiled planet. Understanding that a crucial solution lay in locating precious gold on other celestial bodies, Anu initiated numerous space expeditions to planets closest to Nibiru. Initially met with discouraging results due to the scarcity of gold veins, the Anunnaki persevered. In a moment of near desperation, a groundbreaking discovery unfolded on the third closest planet to the Sun, a true paradise. This celestial body boasted extensive water coverage, vast stretches of land teeming with diverse flora and fauna, and, most importantly, abundant reserves of precious gold. This revelation sparked renewed hope for the salvation of Nibiru. For the Anunnaki, an abundance of resources, including precious gold, awaited exploitation. To the astonishment of Nibiru's entire royal court, the exiled Alulu played a pivotal role in this discovery. Recognizing the significance of his contribution, the Anunnaki pardoned Alulu for his past crimes. They named the newfound planet Kai, but it would later be known as Earth. Opting for a strategic location, the Anunnaki selected what is now Mesopotamia to construct a magnificent city known as Eridu. King Anu's eldest son, Enki, took charge of this metropolis while his father continued to rule Nibiru. Following 7 days of intense labor, the Anunnaki successfully completed the construction of Eridu. Subsequently, they initiated the challenging processes of gold extraction, collecting substantial quantities that were then sent to Nibiru. However, this endeavor proved to be arduous and painful for the Anunnaki, highlighting the sacrifices made in their pursuit of resources. Consequently, the Anunnaki opted for a different approach, turning to forced labor sourced from an alien race known as the EG. These beings, long defeated and dominated by the Anunnaki in earlier battles, became a workforce for their mining operations. After centuries of intensive gold extraction from Earth, Nibiru saw a significant restoration. However, the EG, now referred to as Agigi, reached a breaking point in their plight within the gold mines. They organized a full-scale rebellion, sparking a major conflict between the Anunnaki and the Agigi. The city of Eridu suffered severe damage, and numerous gold mines collapsed during the intense warfare. Despite the courage and determination displayed by the Agigi, they proved no match for the Anunnaki in terms of strength and technology. The Anunnaki swiftly subdued the rebellion. Reflecting on the situation, the Anunnaki acknowledged that the Agigi had already contributed significantly to Nibiru's restoration. Realizing that continuing to force them into labor would only lead to more rebellions, the Anunnaki recognized the need for a new solution. In response to the challenges they faced, the Anunnaki made the decision to craft a new race of beings capable of labor and learning, intentionally designing them to be inferior to the Agigi in terms of strength and size. To achieve this, the Anunnaki employed advanced technology, utilizing the womb of a female primate dwelling in the forests. However, this method resulted in grotesque outcomes, giving rise to nightmarish creatures like Cyclops, Gorgons, and two-headed giants. The initial method of conception proved unsuccessful. Faced with this setback, the Anunnaki explored an alternative approach. They utilized the essence of a male primate, modifying its DNA before inseminating it into the womb of an Anunnaki woman. After patiently awaiting the outcome, the first child was born, named Adamu. Though smaller than Anunnaki babies, Adamu bore a reddish-tinted skin, resembling his creators. This marked the birth of the first human being. To complement Adamu, the Anunnaki also conceived a woman named Hiva, essential for fulfilling the requirements of human procreation. In the centuries following Adamu's birth, humans became a substantial population in the city of Eridu. The Anunnaki found satisfaction in the progress of humans, who swiftly acquired the skills to mine gold, construct houses, and cultivate crops. As a reward for their endeavors, humans gained access to Eden, a sacred garden crafted by the Anunnaki. The captivating allure of human women began drawing the attention of the Anunnaki, though any relationships between the two races were strictly forbidden. However, Enki, the king of the city of Eridu, couldn't resist his feelings and eventually fell in love with a human woman. From their union, a son named Arapa was born. Arapa grew into a remarkably talented and wise individual, being the direct son of the noble Anunnaki, Enki. Adapa, Enki's son, enjoyed a longer lifespan than most humans, although he was not immortal. Adapa married a woman named Aditi, and together they ushered in a new generation of humans marked by heightened intelligence.
The Anunnaki's insatiable lust for gold and thirst for power resulted in the manifestation of violent behavior among humans. Cain and Abel, the two eldest sons of Oedipus, found themselves as the closest servants to the Anunnaki. They engaged in fierce competition, each vying to outdo the other in pleasing their masters. Growing weary of playing second fiddle to his brother Abel, Cain seized an opportunity when they were alone and, using a wooden club, committed the unthinkable act of murdering his own brother. This act of human-on-human violence startled the Anunnaki, as it was the first instance of such brutality. In retribution, Cain received a symbolic mark on his forehead designating him as a murderer. He was subsequently exiled from Eridu, condemned to an existence without the solace of finding peace for his soul. Subsequent to this tragic event, numerous similar cases emerged, contrary to the Anunnaki's directives. Humans, against the Anunnaki's orders, began procreating excessively. Eridu, unable to accommodate the burgeoning population, struggled to provide shelter and faced scarcity of food resources. As the need for massive gold mining diminished with Nibiru's recovery, the Anunnaki made the decision to expel humans from their sacred city and garden, condemning them to live in the fields and forests. This marked a significant turning point in the complex relationship between the Anunnaki and humanity. Upon being expelled from Eridu by the Anunnaki, humans began wandering aimlessly across the world. Unexpectedly, clandestine love affairs unfolded between some Anunnaki and the Agigi, resulting in the birth of extraordinary children deemed demigods. These remarkable beings, including legends like Gilgamesh, Hercules, Perseus, and Samson, left an indelible mark in the lore of various civilizations. In contrast, offspring of the Igigi with humans manifested as bestial and malevolent giants, forever known as Nephilim. Preferring hill caves as their dwellings, they posed a significant threat by attacking human settlements, causing considerable turmoil for the Anunnaki. Despite the absence of Anunnaki support, humans thrived and established their own cities. In the absence of Anunnaki guidance, decadence prevailed, leading to widespread thievery, debauchery, and violence. Human barbarism seemed uncontrollable, setting the stage for a transformative event, the imminent approach of Nibiru's orbit to Earth, a phenomenon occurring once every 3,600 years. Recognizing the impending catastrophe that Nibiru's proximity would bring, reversing Earth's magnetic poles, triggering earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis, the Anunnaki faced a critical decision. In their final resolution, the Anunnaki chose to abandon humans, retreating to their ships and escaping into space. They would orbit Earth until the natural disasters subsided. However, contrary to the Council of Advisors and family, King Enki, driven by compassion, believed that humanity deserved a chance to save itself from the impending cataclysm. Thus, a pivotal moment approached, heralding significant changes in the destiny of both Anunnaki and humankind. In anticipation of an impending cataclysmic flood that would bring about the end of life on Earth, King Enki commissioned Utnapishtim, a benevolent individual, to construct a colossal vessel known as the Preserver of Life. Despite facing skepticism and mockery from humans, Pistram diligently executed Enki's directives, ensuring the ship's completion. Additionally, Pistram safeguarded and preserved the essence of all Earth's animals. Enki, further instructing the utilization of Anunnaki technology, mandated the collection of DNA from a male and female of each animal species. In this way, the Preserver of Life was not merely a ship but a comprehensive ark, poised to safeguard the genetic diversity of Earth's fauna in the face of the impending flood. When the grand ship was at last prepared, the signs of Nibiru's imminent arrival reverberated worldwide. Those who had previously mocked Utnapishtim now trembled in fear, realizing the consequences of their earlier arrogance. As foretold, Earth was ravaged by an unparalleled disaster. Earthquakes reshaped the planet's surface, volcanic eruptions spewed lava and incinerating smoke, and a deluge of torrential rain raised ocean levels, submerging even the summits of mountains. The once splendid city of Eridu and the Garden of Eden met destruction, along with the fearsome giant Nephilim. Despite these horrors, Utnapishtim's ship endured, floating resiliently until the waters receded, unveiling a rejuvenated world. Leveraging Anunnaki technology, life on Earth was resurrected, leading to the gradual construction of powerful new cities such as Babylon, Hattusa, and Knossos. Once again, humans revered the Anunnaki, worshipping them as gods and erecting temples in their honor. The human race occupied the emerging territories after the flood, establishing distinct civilizations, each reflecting the deities of the Anunnaki, in accordance with local beliefs. However, peace faced a renewed threat as Enki's younger brother, named Enlil, aspired to become Earth's chief ruler. While the Anunnaki permitted humans to have their own kings in their cities, Enki held the sovereign title of King of Kings over Earth. This position stirred envy in Enlil, intensifying the rivalry between the two brothers. Enlil harbored disdain for humans and resented Enki for aiding their survival during the flood. Believing that humans were mere laborers with limited intelligence, Enlil disagreed with the accelerated development achieved by the human race with the Anunnaki's assistance. To ease the growing tension, Enki proposed a the union proposed between Enki's son, Dumasid, and Inanna, Lil's granddaughter, faced opposition from Enki's eldest son, Marduk. Rejecting the idea, Marduk harbored intentions of usurping his father and uncle to claim the title of King of Kings for himself. Marduk orchestrated a plan leading to the accidental death of his brother, Dumasid, putting an end to the arranged marriage. This incident escalated the animosity between Enki and Enlil. In response to the escalating disputes among the Anunnaki on Earth, King Anu of Nibiru intervened. Anu pardoned Marduk, releasing him from exile and allowing his reintegration among the Anunnaki. Moreover, Anu resolved the feud between Enki and Enlil by promising each royal lineage Anunnaki a specific territory to rule on Earth. Enlil received Mesopotamia, Enki got Egypt, Inanna claimed Persia, and Ninmah was granted the Sinai region. While Marduk's pardon did not grant him a ruling territory, he remained dissatisfied and demanded Babylon. In this city, he established himself as the primary deity. Going against Anu's directives, Marduk defied authority by imparting the knowledge of producing iron weapons and armor to his human subjects, creating a formidable army. Driven by a thirst for power, Marduk further ordered the construction of the Hanging Gardens in Babylon, aiming to replicate the splendor of the ancient Garden of Eden, despite the prohibition from Anu. After the devastation caused by the flood, Marduk initiated the construction of a monumental tower, aspiring to reach the heavens and defy King Anu. Known as the Tower of Babel, this ambitious project swiftly ascended to an impressive height, designed to overshadow all other Anunnaki structures on Earth. The audacious move did not go unnoticed, and it sparked outrage among the remaining Anunnaki leaders. Responding to the provocation, each Anunnaki leader mobilized human armies, preparing to confront Marduk. Following Marduk's command, the Babylonian forces marched forth with the intent to conquer and enslave other nations. This marked the onset of a profound wave of wars and conflicts among the mightiest societies of the Bronze Age. The Anunnaki, frequently changing allegiances and forming alliances, plunged major cities into chaos and destruction. Marduk's armies successfully dominated Egypt and Sinai, positioning themselves to confront the other Anunnaki. In this tumultuous era, Marduk either humiliated or annihilated those he conquered, setting the stage for a period of widespread turmoil and conflict. With no alternative, Enki and his brother Enlil united forces, authorized by King Anu, and harnessed the technology of the Anunnaki's weapons and ships to confront Marduk. This drastic decision, while aimed at thwarting Marduk, unleashed a series of devastating consequences upon the world. The annihilation caused by the Anunnaki's weapons triggered natural disasters, including volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis, leading to the obliteration of entire civilizations. Crops vanished due to air pollution from volcanic ash, plunging the world into widespread famine. Faced with these grim events, desperate humans abandoned cities or formed marauding groups, attacking more fertile lands. This period of turmoil and destruction became known as the Bronze Age collapse. Recognizing the catastrophic impact of continuous warfare, the Anunnaki realized that the conflicts could lead to the total destruction of Earth. To halt the unfolding debacle, King Anu issued a decree for all Anunnaki to return to Nibiru, leaving Earth under human rule. Leaders among humans, descended from the Anunnaki, were chosen to govern the rest of humanity until the day when the Anunnaki would return to Earth. On that day, they would select individuals deemed worthy to be taken to Nibiru, where they would live eternally as immortals, marking a transition in the governance and destiny of Earth. The epic tale of the Anunnaki unfolds with gods, rebellion, and the birth of humanity. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the Anunnaki story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating historical narratives.